Shut up and sit down.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to another video from the STS Guys. I am Jeremy, and today for you, like I said, we have an event coming up. The guys and I are actually all going to Ace Comic-Con. So going to a Comic-Con usually brings me one thing. I usually buy a ton of comics, and then normally I buy comics, for people at the con. But lately I've been buying comics just to add to the collection, just because I found good deals on them. So I just want to go and show you my latest comic book haul. So one thing that, like I said, that you should know about me is that I'm kind of weird with my collection. So I collect kind of two different things. So I collect like Bronze Age, like #1s and like first appearances, and then also like early Image comics. So that's what this haul is. So I want to go ahead and start off with one of the first kind of Bronze Age pickups #1s that I had, which is Marvel 2-in-1 #1. So sorry about that glare right there. So let me try to adjust that a little bit. So we have Marvel 2-in-1 #1. Found this, like I said, I don't know why. I said I have a thing for Marvel 2-in-1, or basically, I'm sorry, a thing for Bronze Age #1s. It's something that I've had, just kind of a thing for a while. So kind of going along with Man-Thing Marvel 2-in-1 #1, I had to pick up the first basically Man-Thing series. So there was two different series. So they relaunched it later in the 70s, and that's like that's the 40% cover that you'll see out there. This is his first standalone series. So this is the #1 from the first standalone series of Man-Thing. Another issue, this is also first appearance as well of Carol Danvers in Miss Marvel #1. Found this actually at a garage sale a couple weeks ago. I just wanted to add it to this haul, just kind of giving you New Year's haul in regards to some different things that you can still find at garage sales. Found this at a garage sale literally for half this price. So every comic was basically half price, cover price in this bin, and so it still has a couple condition issues on the spine, but overall it actually is a pretty decent looking copy. Not a bad pickup for 15 cents. Another pickup I recently had. This was at a different online auction. So this was kind of like eBay, kind of like Mercari. It's an independent app, basically, where people can kind of list their items. And so I found this. Like I said, this is another kind of series that I'm into, is the Marvel premiere. This specifically is the first American appearance of Doctor Who. So for Doctor Who fans, this is a huge issue to have. So basically, if you're a comic book fan and a Doctor Who fan, I said you have to have this issue part of your collection, just because, like I said, it's such an iconic issue. Like I said, having basically the first American appearance of Doctor Who. So now switching gears a little bit, the other thing I said I collect is early Image comic books. So I have a complete run of Spawn, and so there's a couple of books that I was just looking to upgrade in conditions on. So I said I did pick up a Spawn #9, which is the first appearance of Angela. The book that I have is really dirty. So I'm like, rather than, I found a really good deal on this, so rather than leave it behind, I decided to pick it up to have, this Spawn #9 part of the collection. Next, a couple early Image comics. So let me go off with Image. Specifically was started by, a few different individuals. So you had Todd McFarlane, which is that he went with Spawn. You had Rob Liefeld. You had Michael Silvestri. You also had Jim Lee, and then Jim Lee basically brought Wildcats covert action teams. So basically that was his property that he brought to Image. This was his first book. So went ahead and picked this up because, like I said, I am a sucker for having the early Image, the early Image books. So I had to pick this up as soon as I found it, just because I said it's just part of that early image history that I like. Next, a couple other books. So another kind of early kind of image, not necessarily an image founder, but an early image artist was Sam Keith. Sam Keith, for those who don't know, had a property called The Max. Like I said, his artwork is simply amazing. I love, I said, his stylized artwork, where it's just basically all the characters are big and bulky. It just makes the characters, pop off the page that much more. Like I said, I really like his artwork. One thing that I've always been looking for, but I've never been able to find up until recently, for a price I was willing to pay for it, was there was a variant of this issue. And that variant specifically, let me set these to the side for right now, was a glow-in-the-dark issue. So I was actually able to find that glow-in-the-dark variant. There's not actually too many of these floating around anymore, so that's why I said you'll see the prices on these be like $50 plus a lot of times, just because I said it wasn't necessarily the biggest print run to begin with, and I said then there's really not that many of them out there anymore. So that's that. So that's actually where there's no cover price, because these are actually a lot of like retailer incentives. So that's why you don't see that cover prices on these. Another book that's a little bit more rare was basically the kind of first kind of team up book that Image Comics had. It was basically with Sam Keith, Jim Lee, and Rob Liefeld. It's basically called Darker Image, and so this is also another rare book. It's the black and white retailer variant of Darker Image. I've seen the color version of this in person. I've never seen the black and white version in person. So when I was going through a box at my local comic shop and found this, I'm like, I had to have it. I paid a little bit more for it, just because I said the guy there knew, it was a little more of a rare copy as well. So typically with my image books, I don't pay typically over like $20 a book. But this one I actually ended up paying $40 for, just because I said I had to have it. I had actually never seen one specifically in person, so I had to have it as part of the collection. So that's it for this week's haul. Like I said, there's all the books that I bought this week so far. None of the artists or writers, with the exception of Todd McFarlane, is going to be at the Comic-Con that we're going to be going to. So we are actually headed to Ace Comic-Con. And so we will be there on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday for Martin Luther King Day weekend. So we will be headed out there. So if you see us, make sure to say hi. So we'll probably have some different giveaways, with some buttons and some stickers, and maybe some prizes as well. So we look forward to seeing you out there, except if you are located in Arizona. For now, I said this is Jeremy from the STS Guys, signing out. If this is your first STS Guys video that you've seen, make sure to leave a comment below if you want to see more content in the future. Let us know what you want to see in the future. And then if you like the content, leave us a big fat thumbs up. For now, this is Jeremy from the STS Guys, signing out.